hello, and welcome to the Southern Belle NOLA channel. I'm your hostess, Southern Belle, and this is the Saturday edition of the Bargains by Belle auction. I am so excited to start another week of auctions with you. For anybody who's new, you get to combine tonight's Saturday auction with the Monday auction and the late night Tuesday auction all on one combined bill that gets packed on Wednesday and billed on Thursday. So let me bring up my co-hostess with the mostest, Miss Laurie Kutcher. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, Belle. Welcome to everyone.
How are you, Laurie?
I'm doing really well today. How about you?
I'm just fine and dandy.
Good.
Well, let's say hello to a few people while we wait for more to come in. Running our chat tonight is the rainbow of our channel, of our lives, of our heart, Rainbow Cookies Sprinkles.
Hi, Rainbow. How you doing, girl?
And we've got Crochet Queen Kathy.
Hey, CQ Kathy.
And what announcements do we have going on this week?
Well, we've got, of course, we're still looking for some more mods. So if ever you
Yes.
wanted to give it a try out, let us know. Just put it in the chat and we'll contact you. Uh, we'd like to have you let us know what you'd like to see tonight. And if it's at all possible, Belle will bring it on the auction block. Let's see. Monday will be our next auction at 7 p.m. Central Standard. And then Tuesday night will be our late night auction at 9 p.m. Central Standard. And of course, please click the thumbs up and share us out. It helps us ever so much.
Yes, yes, yes. Now, for anybody new who is watching who hasn't been in my auction before, let me tell you what you need to do and how this is going to work. If you've never bought anything from me before on my channel, or even every now and then when I guest on somebody else's channel, send me a registration email. Rainbow will put my email address in the chat. Let me know your YouTube name, your legal name, and your shipping address. That way, if you were to bid on something, I'd know where to send your items and where to send your invoice. After
Hi,
you've done that,
Janice.
hi Janice. After you've done that, you can bid. The way you bid on my channel is in numbers. I need numbers because then I have a legal representation that you knew how much was going to be on your invoice, because you are obligated to pay for absolutely everything you bid on. All sales are final. The only time you can retract is during an auction, and all items are as is and where is. The methods of payment that I accept are a choice between PayPal or Zelle. Zelle is my preferred method of payment because there are absolutely no fees and it's guaranteed by the banking system. But PayPal is the software by which I make your invoices. So with PayPal, you can pay with your bank cards, your debit cards, your Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, and even Venmo. The method of shipping that I use is called Pirate Ship. Pirate Ship is a discounted shipping service that works with both UPS and USPS in order to get the deepest discounted rates. Those deeply discounted rates are based on three criterion: the weight of the package, the dimensions of the package, and the distance from your zip code to mine. I'm shipping from a suburb of New Orleans, Louisiana, which is why my channel is called Southern Belle NOLA. NOLA for New Orleans, Louisiana. And if y'all are lurking, pop in and say hi. Click the thumbs up. That's totally free and it helps me a lot.
Hi, Dahlia.
Hi, Dahlia. Okay, if there are any questions about payment or shipping, y'all feel free to ask in the chat. You ready to get this thing started, Laurie?
Yes, I am. But before I do that, I would like to make an announcement that on Tuesday, it will be my last auction here on Bargains by Belle. I'm going to be leaving the uh, auction world, if you want to say it that way. And I've got some things at home that I've got to take care of. And I also have not been coping as I should be with the passing of my husband still. And so I've got to work on both things, and I can't do that and split my time with auctions. So I will be leaving. My last auction will be on the 15th on Tuesday. And I have enjoyed so much doing this with Belle and getting to know everybody in the chats and some in Discord. It's just been the best. And I wanted to thank everybody, especially you, Belle.
Well, you will be missed,
So,
but we will cherish these last three auctions that we're going to have with you tonight, Monday, and Tuesday.
and what do we say? Laissez les bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll.
And we're going to let the good times roll with our Bell's Bargain Bonanza $1 round. So during this round, everything is going to start at $1 for choice. We've got lots of cute little charms to choose from. Everything is one and done except for B and C. You'll see I've put the duplicates up there just in case anybody's thinking about making earrings, or maybe if you're making a charm bracelet, sometimes people would like to bookend it. So that way it starts and finishes with the same one. Or maybe even making duplicates for twins.
Got a lot of cute ones up there.
And Dahlia, we don't allow hashtags, so Rainbow's going to have to remove
She did.
that. She did. Okay. Okay, looking for $1 starting bid. And then later tonight, we're also going to have Rainbow's great idea of the $5 mystery bags.
Hey, Shelby.
Hey, Shelby. I can't tell if everybody is stunned by your announcement or if people just don't like the charms. Hard to know. Okay, well, last call on these. If nobody's interested, I will move them to the side. Y'all let me know what you'd like to see tonight. Also, you'll see by the pinned comment that I wanted to reward everybody, and we're going to do this fun activity called Belle's Bonus Buys. So, tonight, when y'all buy an item that is $5 or more, you're going to get an opportunity for a bonus buy. And there are three different genres of bonus buys. You can get a bonus buy for $1, a bonus buy for $3, or a bonus buy for $10. So we'll talk more about it if we were to have anybody purchase anything for $5 or more tonight. So many times my sales are, $2, $3. So I just thought that this would be super fun for those people who spend more money to have a special perk. Since most of the time the more money purchases are on the big channels. So last call on this, Ellen.
Hi.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Ellen.
So good to see you.
Belle, I just want to make a
Mhm.
little correction. The choice is of $1, $3, or $5 Belle's bonus buy when you buy an item for $5 or over. Is that correct?
Yes. So if
Okay.
for some reason we sell any of the items that are $5, then we'll go through the specifics so that the winner can
Okay.
understand if they want um, a bonus offer in the $1 range, a bonus offer in the $3 range, or a bonus offer in the
In the
$5
$5
range.
range. Okay. Because it was just said incorrectly and I just wanted to clear it up. That's all.
Okay. And it's pinned to the top of the chat
Right.
too.
That's what I
But
was
who
reading.
knows if we'll even get a anybody making a $5 purchase because I sell so many smaller items. Well, Shelby, for a channel with no content, that's really good. I'm sure once you start producing content, then you'll get more subs. Before I had content, I only got up to 75. Okay, last call. I'm about to scrape these to the side. Now, maybe y'all were thinking that these are just too small. And I totally get that. Let me bring out the bigger grid, and I want to show y'all some bigger um, charms. These are going to be $2. So we're going to start with some bigger angel wings. Look how glorious these are. These would never have fit on the first grid. If I accidentally get any duplicates,
I'll
you
let
let
you
me
know.
know. Okay. This one's really nice because it has this type of bail on it. Okay, next on here, I've got this one, Wizard's
That's
Quartz.
pretty.
Thank you. Here is an owl. A raven with a white rose. Dragons. Look at those tails.
Ooh.
One of the few times it's okay to look at a little tail.
$2. $2.
And here's an owl.
Can you put a picture in that owl, or is it just open?
Mm, this is the back.
Hmm. Yeah, it's just open.
But I think that it's cool because it would automatically match whatever shirt you
Definitely.
wore because your shirt would be showing
Yes.
through. So all those times you're like, is this going to match? Is this going to match? It's definitely going to match just because you can see the shirt
Yes.
color
That's
through.
yes. Hey,
Hi,
Valerie.
Valerie.
Good to see
Okay,
you.
so $2 for choice. And I do have two of the owls. Any interest?
Got some beautiful
Okay,
things.
last call. I'm about to scrape it to the side. Y'all let me know what you'd like to see at the auction tonight. Okay, I'm scraping it to the side. Well, that did not go exactly as how rarely does it? Okay, next, $7 for choice. I've got some gorgeous prismatic earrings here. These are pierced on shepherd's hooks, and they are totally different colors. Okay, here is the first pair.
Oh,
Take a look at these. You'll see some greens and blues and purples in these. Very prismatic. You can
beautiful.
see tons of faceting in them. And here is the other pair. This one, you're going to
Oh,
see some pinks and lavenders and blues in it. These are going to be $7 for choice.
makes me wish I had pierced ears.
I was thinking the same thing. And I'll be honest, y'all. After a lot of soul searching and some crying, I finally opened up some boxes of people who owed me for over an entire year. And I just had to admit that these people tricked me and duped me and fooled me, and that after an entire year, they were never actually going to pay. So this afternoon, while being upset and crying and just miserable, I started opening their boxes. And so these are some of the items that were picked. I can remember how excited the original buyers got over these items, and they just did not honor their commitment. So for the entire last year, these were all in big unpaid for boxes that sat in my foyer where I couldn't even open my door all the way. I just had barely cracked my door and walked through. So I'm started slowly but surely taking a few things out, and I just thought these were so pretty. I remember when I first showed them, people bid it up, bid it up, bid it up on these beauties. And so I hoped that I'd have a good turnout tonight, although for some reason we've got less than half of our regular audience. and that they would be popular again tonight. But I think a bunch of other people happen to be broadcasting tonight, and maybe people just went to other auctions. So hopefully people will watch the replay.
These are definitely gorgeous.
But I love that the design is simple because then you notice the prismatic factor of the earrings more. If it was in something super elaborate, it would only take away from the beauty
Right.
of these stones. And I want to show y'all the pinned comment. Tonight, anybody who makes a $5 or more purchase on a single item is going to get the opportunity to buy one of Belle's bonus buys. And there are 3 different types of Belle's bonus buys. So I thought that would be a fun game. But of course, that depends on actually selling some stuff. Okay, I'm going to pass on these.
Yes, they are gorgeous, Valerie.
All right. Next, I've got a pretty bracelet. This kind of reminds me of the Alex and Ani design. This is not Alex and Ani. It's an adjustable bangle. It says, I got it in the camera here, live like there is no tomorrow. And look at all of these cute charms. There are turtles, there are beads, there are stones. And this one is still new in the package. So
That's
$5
pretty.
starting bid on this beautiful adjustable bangle. And I like these adjustable bangles because then they're going to fit everybody. You know, so often when we're doing auctions, people are like, well, what size is it? Well, what if I have a dainty wrist? What if I have a chunky wrist? So this one just totally will work for everybody. And also for anybody new watching, at the top of every hour, we have another one of our $1 rounds.
Valerie's in for 5.
Yay, Valerie. Okay, anybody else? Otherwise, we'll count it down and then I will tell Valerie how the Belle's bonus buy system is going to work.
Going once, going twice. Fair warning. Ah, Valerie said that bracelets are her weakness.
Oh, are they? Okay. Well, I'm glad to show bracelets.
Sold to Valerie. Congratulations.
Okay, well, we're trying something different out tonight. We're calling it Belle's Bonus Buys. I saw one of my friends have a fun game on their channel where people rolled dice to see if they get a bonus. And it seemed like only a few people were getting bonuses. So I wanted to have a situation where anybody could get a bonus just by even a mere $5 purchase. And I didn't want it to be locked into a certain price. So, what we're going to do today is anytime somebody buys $5 or more on a single item, you can choose your offer. Now, you don't have to take the offer, you can decline. That won't hurt my feelings at all. But I'll say, in this case, it's going to be to Valerie. Valerie, would you like a $1 bonus offer, a $3 bonus offer, or a $5 bonus offer? And here's how the bonus offers will work. If you pick $5, then the item I'm going to reduce to $5. The first one I have set aside is a fancy Betsy Johnson that I normally sell for $10. If you pick $3, then the first one I have set aside is a fancy brooch that normally sells for sometimes 7, sometimes 8. And if you choose $1, then I'm going to show you a marker set that normally sells for 3. So either way, it's going to be a huge savings. It's just a matter of if you want to save a lot or you want to save a little. And if it isn't something you're interested in, then you just politely say decline and we go on with the regular auction. But this way, you get the bonus offer of something you might not otherwise be able to afford, or something maybe you've been thinking about, but maybe the price was a little high. So, Valerie, congratulations on your first purchase. Don't forget to send me your information. And would you like to see a $1, a $3, or a $5 bonus offer, which is only for you for this first purchase? Let me know, and I will show you the item, and then you can choose whether you want to pay that amount. So we have $1 items, $3 items, and $5 items. This is not the regular price of the item. This is a severely discounted price to celebrate your $5 purchase.
She would like the 5.
Okay. Well, I've got some beautiful Betsy Johnson here.
Oh, I'm excited.
Okay, normally I sell this for 10, but I'm going to offer you this spectacular necklace. Here's your Betsy Johnson tag. Here is your Betsy Johnson logo. There's her initials on this side. On this side, it has her name completely spelled out. This one is both a brooch and a necklace. So it's a brooch, it's a pendant. You get this super duper long necklace with it, and it's marked. So if you would like to buy this instead of the usual $10 price for a bonus offer tonight, you can buy it for 5. If you'd like to pass, then I will cast it aside and we'll go back on with the auction. There's no bidding, there is no negotiating. It's just take it or leave it. Accept and pay an additional $5 for the bonus item or decline, and we sell something totally different.
Oh, what is she going to do?
What is she going to do?
She'll pass this time.
Okay, no worries. At least she got to see it, though. That's kind of fun, even if you decline. So, okay, next. I don't know if y'all have been fixing up your yard like I have been, but I have so many shrubs and plants that have just grown. I have 2 different types of pruners or loppers here. These are brand new. They are covered in cellophane, and they have a little tip cover as well because they are super sharp. These are going to be $5 starting bid for choice. Here's the curved ones. Here's the long ones.
Valerie says that was
Look
fun.
at the blades on it.
I'm glad, Valerie.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. And I will need your billing information. I see you all the time at every auction, but I don't believe that I actually have it. And you may have come in after my introduction, but I was explaining that you can combine tonight's auction with Monday's auction and Tuesday's auction. And then I pack on Wednesday and bill on Thursday. That's my channel schedule. So looking for $5 for choice of these pruners, loppers, cutters, because especially if you're growing roses, you want a nice, hard, sharp cut so that they will grow back out. Other times you have bushes that are so thick, you need just a thick blade to get through them, especially if they have thorns on them. Like I have holly bushes in front of my
Oh,
house. They were planted by my parents.
yeah.
And I use these specific pruners for trying to even up those holly bushes. Okay, last call on these. All right, we're gonna pass. Next, I've got some towels. These towels are going to be $3 starting bid for choice. Use that camera here. Okay, the first one says home, and it says bless our home, and it's got gingham at the bottom. The second one says welcome sunshine, and look at those pretty
Hi,
sunflowers.
Maritza.
Hello, hello, Maritza. So glad to see you, and all bright and early too. And this last one says sunshine. Reminds me of that old hymn, there's sunshine in my soul today, all glorious and bright.
Beautiful towels.
Thank you.
Kathy says, Kathy says, oh, no towels.
Sorry.
And
Sorry,
Valerie said
sorry.
she sent her info.
Oh, thank you so much, Valerie. I really appreciate that. Okay, any interest?
Don't forget to click the thumbs up.
Okay, we've got a couple of other types of towel. First, I've got a cute cow towel.
Oh,
So we'll make that the first choice. And then I've got a bunny towel. Look how cute this one is. And then this one has gnomes on it.
do you have any multiples of any of them?
Not of these. I have multiples of um, let me do this differently. I have multiples of Welcome Sunshine. I had two of this from the first round, and I have multiples of Home. I had two of Home, and as I show the other towels, I'll let you know which ones I have multiples of.
Crochet Queen Kathy's in for
Once
3.
I know, I'll make sure to mention it.
Anyone want to bid it up?
Bid it up, 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 bid it up. All right, well, we can count this down to Kathy and see what she picks and then keep on
Going
showing some more
once.
styles.
Going twice. Fair warning. Sold to Kathy. Congratulations. Which one of ones would you like?
What do you think she's going to pick?
The cow.
Oh,
Oh,
she
the
picked
bunny. You tricked me, girl.
Oh. Okay, so I've still got these cute little gnomes and the cow. Anybody else? Last call on this one. All right, next. Still $3, of course. Here's a gnome one. It's a Mr. and Mrs. Gnome. Now, this one I have two of. Next, I've got red gingham, and this one is linen. It's 100% cotton. Sometimes you'll ask about the material. 100% cotton. And this one even has a secret little loop to hang it by on the inside. So this is not the plush kind. This is the old-fashioned linen kind. And then lastly, if you like name brand, I've got an Avanti home. Now this one's probably too nice to use for kitchen. It's probably more of a bathroom towel. Look how thick and plush it is. Once again,
Oh,
look
yeah.
how
Look
thick
how
and plush it
thick.
is. So this one's green and white. You can see this one's black and white. Hopefully you can
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Um,
It looks.
so $3 for choice, totally different towels. So I've got two of this one and it's plush. I've got just one of this one. It's 100% cotton and that kind of linen. And this one is ultra thick and name brand.
And Kathy would like to know if she could also have the cow towel.
Oh, sure. Laurie's making the list and checking it twice, so you tell her.
Yep.
Do you mind adding the cow towel?
It's already added.
Okay. Once again, we're looking for more mods because when Laurie leaves, not only will I be losing a co-host, but I'm going to lose my list maker. Okay, Valerie's in for three. So glad Valerie's found my channel after seeing me in auctions all these years. At long last. At last. No. Oh.
Anybody want to bid it up?
Everybody's always appreciated here. That's one of the great things about buying on a small channel. You get more attention, more personalized service, not so many people to compete against.
Going once. Going twice. Fair warning.
And Rainbow's doing a great job in the chat, as
As
always.
usual. Sold to Valerie. Congratulations, girl. Which one of ones would you like? And how many? The green and white one, please.
Okay. And also, Anybody else for gnomes or the red gingham? Okay, last call. Okay, next. By Chelsea by J.P. Stevens. This is another ultra thick one. You could use in the kitchen. I would say it's more of a bathroom towel just by the thickness. We'll start this one at 3. For those of you who like linen, look at this fancy
Very nice.
lines, and I'm sure there's some kind of name for that kind of stitching. And then lastly, once again, for those people who like linen, once again, these lines and this pattern, this one also has the little hanging thing on the inside. So $3 for choice on these.
Valerie said she just painted her
Well,
bathroom and that's going to go great in it.
oh,
That's
I'm so
good.
glad. What color did you paint it? I love being part of people's home story and their decorations. That's one of the reasons I love the Discord is I love seeing the category of what I bought at auction and how when people get their items, it looks in their home or it looks on their feet or their ears or their pet.
Valerie's in for 3.
Oh, Valerie must have seen other towels she likes. These are all one and dones. And I love how practical towels are. For those of you who might have missed last Saturday, Rainbow came up with this great idea for mystery bags. And now these mystery bags won't be like other channels. They don't have jewelry in them. They have all home items. Because during the mod meeting, Rainbow said, and I hope Rainbow doesn't mind me telling this, but she said, sometimes you like stuff, sometimes you don't. But at least if you're getting a mystery bag of all home items, it's all stuff you can use. And I said, that's kind of genius. So when we go to our mystery bags, every bag is going to be filled with all usable home
Sold to
items.
Valerie. Congratulations. Which one of ones would you like? And Valerie said her bathroom is
And
painted
if you,
grayish color.
okay, I'm thinking she wants these two because these are the ones that would go with the bathroom. Okay. Yeah, the tan wouldn't go with gray. I totally get that. All right. Anybody for the tan one? Last call on the tan. Remember, this is Chelsea by J.P. Stevens. Okay, next, cuteness alert, cuteness alert. Look at this little ducky. And these are hanging towels. So whether you hang it on your hook for your makeup drawer or the hook for your silverware drawer or just a bathroom hook. Down south, we call these hand towels fingertip towels. And I love that there's an actual place on this fingertip towel. Next, look at this sweet face. Look how the face is secretly a heart. Once again, it's got the little loop. Oh, let this guy melt your heart. And then, have y'all ever seen a reversible towel? I have just one, but look, it's reversible. And you're saying, oh, and the size is 14 by 24. And you're saying, how is it reversible? Well, the front is green and white. The back is white with green, and it's got this gorgeous yellow trim. So these are your three towels this round: duck, penguin, and reversible. And then after this, I have some 2 packs of towels. And at the top of the hour, we'll have another $1 round.
Valerie's in for 3.
Fantastic. And these are so soft. I wish y'all could feel how soft these are. These also have a lovely hem as well. You know, so many times towels don't really have much of a hem. Some of them don't have any hem at all. And I really love how well made with the details these are.
Going once. Going twice. Fair warning. Sold to Valerie. Congratulations. Which one of ones would you like?
We should have been asking Valerie, what else do you need for your decorating projects?
Yes. It's not too late.
Yeah, here on Bargains by Belle, you can always request. I wonder what she picks. What do you think?
Well, she could go with the green because she picked that other green one. But that duck is so cute. Well, so is the penguin.
I was going to say the pink one might go with gray better because remember she just painted in gray. But you never know. She might be going to a baby shower and might be incorporating this towel in with her baby shower gift. We don't know what color the
Valerie,
paint is.
I wonder if she's having internet trouble.
Well, while we're looking for Valerie, this is a great time to click the thumbs up and to go ahead and share us out on all of your social media.
Valerie, did we lose you?
You know, this is the thing. If you call out to somebody to ask them if we lost them, it's kind of like that commercial where they say, can you hear me now? Oh.
She said, not sure why it's taken so long.
Well, if it's simpler, we'll call the duck 1. We'll call the penguin 2. And we'll call the reversible 3. Would that be easier?
She wants the animal towels.
Okay, great choices. Thank you. All right, anybody for the reversible towel? Where else are you going to find a reversible towel? All right, I'm going to clear these aside. Next, I have some 2 packs of towels. These 2 packs of towels are going to be $6. And these are some really thick, fabulous towels. Look how thick and plush they are. So this first one says, let's dance, let's dance, let's dance. And on the back, it's literally got some disco balls and some lightning thunderbolts. How fun is that? So that's your first 2 pack. Let's dance. Oh, and I don't know if I showed you, but look at the embroidery. This is not printed. This is embroidered.
No.
And it's brand new. Here's the tag on it. So that's the first option. Here's the second option. This one says feeling fresh. And once again, this is not a printed on towel. This is a high quality embroidered towel. And on the back, look how pretty this ombre one is. So it's going to go from
Oh, that's
blue
pretty.
to teal to green down to yellow. So let me see if I can turn it this way so y'all can see how pretty the ombre is. So solid blue that says feeling fresh. And then we have an ombre on the back. And it was asked before, do you have any duplicates? Well, I have 2 sets of the feeling fresh. So 2 sets of that one available. The gray is the one and done.
Well, Let's Dance reminds me of my 70 years
Oh, you haven't gotten into
with
your
disco.
50s yet.
No,
Oh,
1970s.
oh.
My 70s. Yeah. During the disco era. Those were fun days.
And were you out making the glitter ball revolve?
Yeah.
Probably with Dennis.
Yes.
No?
No, it was before I met
Oh, with
Dennis.
you and your sisters and your friends? No?
No, with a guy that I had met.
Oh,
We used to go dancing there.
okay. Apparently there were
It was
guys
a lot of
before
fun.
Dennis. Who knew? Lori's leaving and now we're finding out all the dirt. Okay.
But that was a fun, fun time at the disco era.
Okay. All right. Last call on these. Was it an
Yep,
inferno
Disco
of
Inferno.
disco? Is that a thing? Okay. Well, last call on these then. These are really thick plush towels, but if they're not to anybody's liking, we're going to clear them away then. Well, Valerie had mentioned bracelets earlier, so let me show a couple of cute bracelets for choice. These are going to be $6 starting bid for choice. Let me show you what I have. Okay, look at the sparkle on
Oh,
this
that's
one.
beautiful.
And you'll see it has the standard fold over clasp. That's your first choice. Here's your second choice. This one is
Oh, cute turtles.
turtles. This one's a little bit bigger because you can see it's fallen further down my hand. And it's got a lobster claw clasp. And it's a beautiful enamel. So silver tone with enamel turtles or gold tone with sparkle and shimmer. $6 for choice. And I know y'all are saying, so much green. Well, it's Earth Day. Surely y'all know it's Earth Day, Earth Week.
I did not know that. I'm glad you told me.
Well, I do what I can to save the environment. I try to reuse as many boxes and bags as I can in shipping. And look at the pretty marquee cut of the stones at the top. And look at the
Valerie's in for
beautiful
6.
veining on the turtles. I mean, both are gorgeous in different ways. Teresa,
Hey, Teresa.
so glad to see
Good to see
you.
you, girl.
All right, we've got Valerie at 6. Anybody want to bid it up? Otherwise, we're going to count it down. And it's about to be the top of the hour, so you know what that means.
It's time for Belle's Bargain Bonanza.
Yes, yes, yes.
Going once, going twice. Hey, Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer, so glad to see you. Y'all make sure to click the thumbs up for me, pretty please.
Fair warning. Sold to Valerie. Congratulations.
Oh,
Which one of ones would you
and you
like?
know what we need to do is,
We need to do a Belle's bonus buy.
yes, we might even need to do two if she picks both. And we'll see if she wants an offer for a $1 item, a $3 item, or an offer for a 5 item. Okay, here's the
She would
turtle.
like the
All
turtle.
right, got it. Anybody else for this sparkling stunner? I love how there's the swirl kind of sort of going through the design to kind of break it
Mm-hmm.
up. And it really helps you focus on the sparkle of those green stones. And I love that they're marquee cut. So much is just round these days, and the marquee to me always stands out. Okay, last call. All right, so we're having Belle's bonus buys tonight. So anytime you buy $5 or more on an item, I'm going to give you an opportunity for a $1 bonus buy or a $3 bonus buy or a $5 bonus buy. And you can take the bonus buy or you can pass. And it's only for that person who made the purchase. So, Valerie, would you like to see a $1, a $3, or a $5 bonus buy? And it'll be a different item each time. So, if you passed on a 5, your next $5 bonus buy will be something totally different. Oh, I have the problem too,
Valerie's,
Valerie.
she doesn't go anywhere to wear that gorgeous one.
Well, we'll see which of the offers she wants to at least see and listen to. And then after that, we're going to go to our $1 round.
She said, let's do the 5
Let's do the
again.
5 again. Okay, let me grab something totally different. Oh, she might like this because she just got a turtle. So,
Uh-oh.
if I know what somebody likes, I'll always try to bring something somebody likes. So, normally I would sell this for 10. Look at the
Woo!
sparkle on this. And you've guessed
Yes.
it. Long, long, long chain. Once again, Betsy Johnson. Once again, here is her initials. And on the back, here is her name. That's showing up pretty clear.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
here's the back of the pendant. Here's the front of
Gorgeous.
the pendant. So instead of 10, because you're getting a Belle's bargain bonus buy, therefore, you and you alone get the opportunity to buy this stunning pendant on a long necklace. I will bring them up right after the dollar round. Don't let me forget that. I forgot that
I won't
before.
forget.
But by forgetting it before, I
Yeah.
got more emails from Teresa, though. So, kind of ended up helping me, even though it had to be apology emails. Okay. So you can accept and pay the 5, or you can decline with no hurt feelings. And then we're going to go to the dollar round. Then we're going to go to some snacks. It's starting
Yes.
with cinnamon babes. Okay. Did we get a response? It's okay if it's a decline. That's not going to hurt my feelings. Sometimes it's just fun to see what somebody is willing to slash the price on as a bonus buy. Oh, hardware
Nope, she hasn't
store.
said yet.
Oh, well, you missed the hardware I was selling. Actually, I was selling clippers and pruners. Okay. Did Valerie ever answer back? Look at this little tail.
She must be having trouble again. They said YouTube was having some trouble.
It's been ornery lately. We don't know because we're on the restream. Look
Right.
at the bling here, though. And I should have said if
That's
anybody
one blingy
passes on
turtle.
these, that other buyers can buy them for the full $10. Okay,
Valerie says pass.
no worries. All right, so for our $1 round, let me show you what I got. I've got some super cute little gift pouches. Here is the first one. These are of a damask material, and they've got this beautiful Asian floral pattern. They have this piping around the edge. They've got a snap closure, but that's not all. On the inside, they then have a zipper, and they are fully lined. Look at that gorgeous white lining. Now, these are a small size. So I don't want you to think that you can fit a gift card in them. They are just slightly too small for a gift card. Here's a gift card. Here's the size of the pouch. So you can see a gift card will not fit inside. But if you're giving a keychain, if you're giving a bracelet, in fact, let me use the bracelet I just sold as an example. Here's the bracelet. Open it, unzip it. Look how nicely the bracelet is going to fit. You then zip it back and you snap it. I love that it has a double closure to it.
Yes. Those are nice, nice.
So let me take her bracelet out because I don't want to
Used for so many
accidentally
things.
leave it in there. Now, some of you may be saying that red, that's a bold color. You could even use that for a guide. You could. I do have some other colors as well. Let me show you the other colors. For those of you who like purple, look at this dark, rich
Oh,
purple. If you like something more tone on tone, I've got these golden ones.
beautiful
Thank
flowers.
you. And then the last color is this turquoise. So $1 starting day. The turquoise even be pretty for Easter.
Oh, definitely.
Although the gold would be too. And the purple is a nice, deep, rich, dark purple. It's not a lavender, it's dark. And I do have some multiples. Any interest for just a buck? Okay, last call on these cute little dollar items. All right, let me cast them aside and let me bring out some snacks. We're going to start with cinnamon bears. These big bags of cinnamon bears are going to start at $4. Let me show you how big these are. These are not the little 2 ounce, 3 ounce, 4 ounce, 5 ounces. Look how many ounces. These are 11 ounces. It is a huge, huge, huge bag. Oh, see y'all soon. Thank you, Valerie, for
See you
stopping by.
soon.
Anytime you want to take a break, come back. We also hope to see you Monday and Tuesday. Okay, so cinnamon bears, $4 for 11 ounces. And look how cute they are. Now, these are a substantial size. Look how big every bear is. Because here's my finger. So you can judge the size of the bears by the size of my fingers.
Teresa's in for 4.
Okay, thank you, thank you. You got me, Belle. You got to admit, this is a
Going
nice thick
once,
bag and from a company that is known for its cinnamon.
going twice. Fair warning. Sold to Teresa. Congratulations.
Okay, how many bags would you like? And if anybody else wants to get in on these delicious cinnamon bears, y'all let me know. I did buy a case of these because I knew even if none of them sold, these were so tasty, I just eat them. You can always tell when I think something's tasty, I buy it by the case. And when I'm not sure if y'all are going to like it or not, I'll buy just a couple for you. Okay, she's going to take just one. Anybody else? Okay. Next, I have some red vines. This big bag is going to be $2. $2 starting bid.
Teresa says she knows where to come for
Oh,
more.
good, good, good. Any reason to keep you coming back? We may be small in number tonight, but we're still having great bargains. Okay, any interest on the red vines?
I think of Lisa when you show red vines.
Well, during the snack auctions, she bought a bunch, but
Yeah.
eventually, between she and Mike and her parents and little Evie, I'm sure she will run out. Okay, last call on these. All right. Next, I have some glasses. So often people are worried about the BPA and BPB and all of these chemicals that we now know are in plastic. So a lot of people have started using glass. And look at these beautiful ombre glasses. These are glass, and then here's the lid. It's room for your straw. So the top is metal. These are brand new. So we're going to start these at $4 for choice. One's giving me patriotic vibes, and one's giving me vacation vibes.
Yes.
And think how the color will change even more with depending what you put in it. Because water is going to look different than lemonade's going to look, than pink lemonade is going to look, than tea is going to look, or then Kool-Aid is going to look, or fruit punch. Think how all the different things you can put inside it is going to change the look of the coloring with the ombre
The
of
coloring.
these glasses. And of course, if you want to drink out of it just as a glass, you just unscrew it. But I love that there is a top where you can plunge a straw in it if you want to. Okay, we'll pass on these. Y'all let me know what you'd like to see. Okay, next, $5. I have this exquisite piece of glass. Now, this belonged to my mother. It probably has a name of this specific pattern. I don't know the names of these specific patterns, but how great would this be? Whether you use it for bread or relishes, hummus, some kind of dip, so pretty. And it's got a
Beautiful.
scallop
It
edge.
is.
Looking for $5. So between the design and the scalloped edge, and all of the design is on the outside, so you're never going to be worried about cleaning the food out of it because the design is on the outside. Look at this gorgeous flower on the bottom.
That's beautiful.
So just $5. Now, I do have to confess, my mother didn't actually use this. She had this on display in her china cabinet with other glass and crystal and pieces. So, but I'm not a person who just wants to look at pretty things behind glass. I look at pretty things as I'm showing them to y'all at bargain prices. So, trying to clear some things out. So, if it's just decorative, I need to let it go, let it
Oh,
go.
I was just thinking that.
Okay, last call. All right, we'll pass. Well, if you were thinking that's pretty, but I want something even more exquisite. Okay, this is one of the more exquisite pieces she had. Look at the beautiful tulips. I also love
Oh
that this
my.
is both clear glass and frosted glass. So you'll see as I turn it, and it's a heavy piece of glass too, that the flowers are frosted, and the contrast of the frosted flowers and the frosted leaves really helps you to see the design. This one is going to start at $10. Let me get out my ruler because this is huge.
That is gorgeous.
So here's my ruler. Oh, look, the ruler just goes from one end to the other. But I've got plenty of big boxes. I've got plenty of bubble wrap. I can get this to you. But I just love the way they've done this pattern because so many times when you have glass, unless you can like turn it upside down or put a special light on it, it's hard to see. But with the way that they have regular glass and the frosted glass, there is no mistaking this tulip pattern. It just pops right off and you see
No.
it so clearly. And this would be great in the center of somebody's coffee table. You could, put lots of things on it, candles or potpourri. Or she had this in a curio with some other glass. She just wanted to display it. She was always one of these people who's so scared to use her items or live with her items or touch her items because, of course, she had clumsy children. I'm that clumsy child. I didn't know. But that's
What
okay. She
is my
loves me
computer doing?
anyway. Okay. Any interest? Y'all let me know what you might like to see tonight because I'm glad to bring it out to show you. I'm not so good at the mind reading, so I love it when y'all let me know what you might like to see. All right, let me set this very, very, very carefully somewhere else. Get back here on the towels that we're on. All right, let's look at another snack. This is another big, huge bag. These are called naughty pretzels. They are barbecue flavor. So, and not just any barbecue, they are mesquite barbecue. Where is it? Mesquite barbecue. We're going to start these out at $3. So, flavored pretzels. Now, they do tell you what beverage they think would go with this. I would say it would go great with water or lemonade or Pepsi, but that's who I am. So, y'all drink what you want to if you're adults and drink responsibly. $3 for a big, huge bag of pretzels. So, not a little baggie. Y'all see, this is a tall, large, giant bag. 7.5 ounces for $3. Any interest on mesquite barbecue pretzels? Okay, we're going to pass on the pretzels. Next, I have this super cute book. Where's all my dog people? This one is called Dog Stories, and it's a whole book of cute little stories about dogs. And you can see this book was 17.95, but I'm going to start this cute hardback book, brand new, and it's got some pictures inside as well, for $3. So if you don't have the time to read a whole novel, but you could read just a story. Read a story before bed. Read a story when you're trying to calm down or cool off. Read a story while you're sitting in the bath or even sitting on the potty. So, cute little book where it's divided into little stories. And these stories are all about adorable dogs. And people have so many stories about how dogs have changed their life, how they have helped them, rehabilitated them, been emotional support for them.
Sounds like some really cute stories in there.
And sometimes it seems so daunting to think about reading a whole book, but yet when a story is just a few pages and it's going to be about a
Sure,
sweet little
broke it up.
dog. So, once my mother's cataracts was so bad, I had to read to her. And one of the things I liked is when she would choose anthologies of stories. That way, it wasn't this 500-page tome that we had to get through. It was a nice chunk where when we got to the end of the story, it's like, phew, done. So, whereas when you're reading some of these historical novels that she liked, that were like classic pieces of literature, she wanted to reread one last time. They don't always divide up that easily.
Right.
Okay, we're going to pass. All right, $3. I've got a cutting board. This is brand new. I love this gorgeous turquoise color. I love that it has a handle so you can hold it as you're doing your chopping back and forth. And then I also love that this is lightweight. So after you've chopped it, you can take your knife and then slide it into your pan.
You can scrape it to the
That's
side.
right. You can scrape it into the pan. Whether that pan is on the side, in front, in back,
That's right.
underneath.
That is a pretty color blue. You don't see chopping boards in blue
That's right.
a lot of times, and that's really nice.
Okay, last call on this. Here is a cute little wooden tray. It's in a natural wood. One of the things I like is that it has these little stars on either side. So $3 starting bid. Oh wait, Teresa was in on the last item. Sorry, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was writing something down.
Okay.
Teresa's in for 3. Going once. Going twice. Fail warning. Sold to Teresa. Congratulations, girl.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, so next we have this pretty natural wooden tray with these stars. This is also going to be $3. So maybe this is where you put your salt and pepper shaker. Maybe you have a game like Yahtzee and you need a place to roll the dice into so they're not rolling off the table. Maybe this is your little
Oh,
catch
that's a
spot
good idea.
at the front door where you put your keys in. A lot of people have glass little trinket dishes, but the problem is glass gets scraped up. If you scrape up wood, it just adds more character to it, and you can always cover it up with a stain. So I think this would be great for your keys or your change. You could always put this beside your bed when you take off your jewelry at night. So $3, and you could absolutely paint it or stencil it or add some bling or whatever you wanted to do with it. With the star, I almost want to do something patriotic with a little red, white, and blue.
I liked your suggestion of rolling dice in it when you're playing Yahtzee or any other game with dice.
Hmm.
Teresa's in for 3.
I only have one. Sorry, sorry, just one. But thank you for asking.
Going once. Going twice. Fair warning. Sold to Teresa. Congratulations.
Okay, there we go. All right. Next, $3 for choice. I've got some sets of markers. The first ones look like hearts, and look how they interconnect into each other so they don't get lost. The second sets look like these cute little teddy bears. Once again, they're interconnecting. And the third set looks like Legos, but I promise you, once again, they're interlocking markers. $3 for choice.
I have the Legos and the hearts in Easter baskets for my neighbor's children.
Oh, that's a great idea. Perfect colors for that.
Yeah. Everything in it's from you, so I got to take a picture of that before and post it.
Oh, nice. Okay, any interest? Otherwise, I'm about to pull these off and we'll go to something else. Okay, next, who likes birds? Look how cute these birds are. It's going to be $5 starting bid. And
Oh, how
I just
sweet.
think the colors are so pretty. But let me show you what this is. You push the button, it pops up, and then inside, you can put valuables. Maybe it's your little stud earrings that you keep in here. Maybe it's your diamond wedding ring and band that you don't want to get lost. You could put medicine in here. So it's small, but it's for your valuables. So
How cute.
close it, and then once again, it has this button, and you just push the button and it pops up, and then you lift it the rest of the way.
Nice.
And I just love the colors. It looks kind of like stained glass to me almost.
Yes. That's awesome.
This is a one and done, and it's $5. But I've always heard nightmares of people who take their rings off to wash or to go to bed at night, and then one slips off or they can't find it, or, little stud earrings. This would be great for those little stud earrings, especially if your stud earrings are diamonds. You don't want to just throw those on the nightstand or the dresser. You want to put them someplace, and this is totally worth it for something as precious as diamonds, or as precious as a ring, or they could be for pills as well. This could even be for the tooth fairy, because I was always so worried as a kid that my tooth might shift or fall out from underneath my pillow. I'd say, well, what if I turn over in the night? What if I can't find it? So,
That's cute.
all the little birdies on Jaybird Street love to hear the rock. Oh, sorry. I don't know that this is all the little birdies on Jaybird Street, but it's a few little birdies. Okay, we're going to pass on this then. There's no interest. Okay. I had somebody suggest that I sell some vitamins and medicines. So I've got a few of those. Let me grab those. I'm going to start these at $3 for choice. Let me show you what I have. Okay, so first I have vitamin C with rose hips. And let me look at the date. The date's 2026, so plenty of time. Vitamin C with rose hips. That's the first one. I also have bone health calcium. This one's in a soft gel, and there's no rose hips on this one. This one is, once again, 2026. So you got time. All right, here's a children's Motrin. And here's the date. Here it is. The date is, once again, 5 of 2026. Okay, now this one has a box that is denting in. I don't know if y'all care about that, but the box is smushed. The date is May 30th of 2025, and this is Physician's Choice Kids Probiotic for tummy health. Okay, next I've got Adult Gummies Apple Cider Vinegar, 500 milligrams, 60 capsules. Maybe on the bottom. Yes, it's on the bottom. Okay, once again, June of 2026. So we're good there too. All right, this one is open. This is Lotrimin Ultra for athlete's foot. Now, I looked in it, and I'll show you what I see. When you take the cap out, look, it's still sealed. Y'all see that it's still sealed?
Yes.
Okay.
You can see that.
The box is open, but the athlete's foot tube is not. So still sealed in case you're having some concerns about athlete's foot, because in the sweaty weather, it definitely becomes an issue. And then last but not least, I have something called Fixodent. It's a denture adhesive cream. I don't think this stuff has a date, does it? No, it just has a lot. So it has a batch number, but it's just a lot. Okay, well, these are the choices. $3 starting bid.
Rainbow's in for 3.
Okay, great.
Going once. Going twice. Fair warning.
Thank you so much for jumping in and helping, Teresa. I really appreciate that.
She would like the Motrin,
Okay.
the vitamin C.
Is that the vitamin C? Is that the one with rose hips? Okay. I have two of those, so
Um,
let me know if you want one or both.
you want the vitamin C or the calcium?
What I'm saying is, I have two of this one, the
Mm-hmm.
vitamin C with rose hips. So she might want one, she might want two. I only have one of this one. Okay. So if
And
you
then,
want two of this one, let me know.
okay, and then you have the vinegar one.
Yes. So the three that she chose are these three. Okay. Anybody else? Okay, so still remaining, we have the Lotrimin, the vitamin C with rose hips, the bone health calcium, the kids probiotic, and the Fixodent. All right, last call on this one. All right, let me put these aside. And I think it's about time to do some mystery bags. What do you think?
That sounds like a
I
good
think it's a
idea.
mystery bag time. Okay, let me get the tray of mystery bags.
Good idea.
Now, this time, instead of them just being Minion bags, I did some in Minions and some in Thomas the Train. But they are all $5 mystery bags. And I'm sure Rainbow can tell you how it works in the chat because this was her blessed idea. Okay, here we go. So I have packed them for you. Each one is $5 for choice, and they are all filled with home items. So, not jewelry, not kids' items, home items. That way, anybody can use them. So, things like towels, candles, coasters, sponges, just regular household stuff. And remember, with Belle's bonus buys, you get an opportunity to purchase a bonus buy with every $5 purchase. That even includes these mystery bags.
Anyone want a little mystery? Rainbow would like two, one of each, a Minion and a Thomas.
Okay, fantastic. Would you like to see either or both? Okay, Teresa's going to take one too. Let me know if you want to see. And Rainbow, you want me to pick one off the front, one off the back? You got a preference? Now, I do want to tell a little note. When I was packing these this week, some of these fit just fine and dandy in people's boxes. There are a couple of boxes where I just couldn't get them to fit. So, literally, I took the items out of the bag, folded the bag flat, and put the items on top in a couple of bags. I don't remember whose bags I had to unbag and flatten in order to fit them in. But rather than going to a bigger size, if it fits better, I will take the items out and flatten the bag.
Okay, Teresa wants to see hers. And Rainbow says, surprise me and see.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll just start at the front. So here's your Thomas bag. And in your Thomas bag, you start out with this mammoth package of straws. Look how many straws you get, and look how cute they
Oh, with the
are with the
oranges.
oranges. So whether for every day or for a luau or summer, so that's the first thing in your bag. The next thing in your bag is this grater, whether for cheese or nutmeg or whatever you want to grate. And then lastly, you're getting this big, big, big roll of
Crepe paper.
crepe paper. So that's in your $5 mystery bag. Okay, in your Minions bag. Ooh, this feels heavy. Okay, it starts out with a lavender crepe pepper. Then, oh, look, you get this big candle. Look how big this is. Nice big candle. And then you also get this cleaning sponge with handle. So there are
Nice.
your Minion items.
Rainbow says, I can use all of those.
I'm so glad. Okay, I think we had Teresa next. You want a bag from the front, bag from the back? Or maybe you don't care? We've also got some in the center. I've got one Thomas and one Minion in the center.
And Janice is in for 5.
Okay, fantastic.
She wants a Thomas.
Okay. So we'll go to
And she
Janice,
wants to
then
see.
we'll go to Teresa and then
Right.
Janice. Okay. Do you care which one? Do you want from the front, from the back, from the middle?
From the back.
From the back. Okay, here we go. In this one, it's going to start out with a pot holder. The pot holder says, there's no place like the beach. Then next, look, we also have a matching oven mitt.
Oh, it's cute.
It says there's no place like the beach. And y'all probably guessed it. We've got the kitchen towel that also says there's no place like the beach. You get a whole set.
Oh, that's nice.
And y'all know how much towels and all the other accoutrements sell for from the beginning of the auction. Okay, then we have Janice, and Janice picked
Thomas.
Thomas, right?
Yes.
Okay, from the front, the back, or we've got this little middle row. And everybody who buys one of these will have met the $5 minimum for a Bell's bonus buy. So we'll go back through and give everybody their bonus options and opportunities after we've looked at all the bags. Okay. So Janice, I believe you wanted Thomas. You want one from the front, one from the back, and we have this one in the middle too.
Which one would you like, Janice?
Guess I can turn it this way. So middle, front, or back? Or I can just pick any one. They're all equally good in different ways.
Doesn't matter.
I'm so glad that Rainbow gave us this great opportunity. Okay, I'm going to start with this one. All right, the first thing in this is a cookie press. If y'all don't know how cookie presses work, you push it down here and it pushes the design into the cookie. And you can also use these for sandwiches or pancakes or anything you want to push the design into. And this is perfect for Janice. Why? Do you remember you gave her a brooch with this
Oh,
on
I
top?
did. With the starfish.
You did.
Yes.
Yes, 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 yes. Then next, she's going to get a 4-pack of these scrubbing sponges. Next, you're going to get a caddy. So, whether you want to hold things in your bathroom, hold things in your kitchen, wouldn't this be great for K cups or flavorings? In the bathroom, wouldn't this be great
That's
for
great.
hair
Yeah.
accessories or barrettes? So much you could even use it for your sponges. Look at
Yeah.
that. So much you can do with that. And then last but not least, I've got some shower curtain hooks. So that is Janice's bag. Okay, anybody else? I've got 3 Minion bags left right here, and I've got 3 Thomas bags left. Okay, last call on these. If there's no further interest, then in the order in which they were purchased, we'll give everybody their bonuses. Well, bonus
Yes.
opportunities. Bonus opportunities. There's no pressure, no pressure at all.
Janice says, wonderful.
Okay, let me clear this away and go ahead and start asking people in the order in which they bid if they'd like a bonus opportunity for $1, for 3, or for 5. And you're more
Okay.
than welcome to pass on. It's not something you want, not something you need. Even if it's a huge discount, then leave it for somebody else.
Rainbow, you were first,
So just go.
and she gets 2 opportunities.
Yes.
Would you like
All
1,
right.
3, or $5? She'd like to see them for 3, for both of them, because you get 2 chances.
Okay, well, for the $3, I'm going to deeply discount some brooches. Now, y'all saw me sell these same brooches for $8 and $7 the other night. So, but for this, $3.
Oh, wow, that's beautiful.
So I told y'all these are huge discount
Rainbow
opportunities.
says yes.
So, but it doesn't hurt my feelings if you pass. Okay, so she's going to take that. Let us know when you've got it, Laurie. And did she want both $3 opportunities?
I wonder if that's what she was saying yes to.
Okay. But if you want
Do
to
you want
try a
another?
$5, try a
Right.
$1.
Which price range you want for the next one? She wants to buy it, and she wants another
Okay.
$3 one.
Another $3 one. Okay. Here is the next one. It's also a brooch. Look at the beautiful crystals. It is brand new and sealed. Never touched, never worn. And you can just put buy or decline. So these are nice, big, full-size brooches. These are not tiny little ones at all.
Would you like to buy or
Doesn't it look
decline?
like a bouquet?
She would like to pass.
Okay, no worries. Who is next?
The next one is Teresa. And Teresa
Lisa,
says
okay.
$3 bonus.
Dollar bonus. Okay, let's see. Here is another lovely brooch, brand new on the card. Look at this
Oh, that's
pretty
beautiful.
bird. Gorgeous enamel. At the bottom is stones, and the plumes are enamel, and then it's got some more stones around the face. So once again, y'all saw this up for auction a few nights ago. Well, I guess it was technically last week. So going from $8 down to $3.
Teresa, buy or decline?
And who's after Teresa?
Janice.
Okay. And has Janice decided
Teresa
an
wants to
offer she's going
pass.
to pass?
Okay.
Okay. No worries.
Janice, $1, $3, or $5?
Did we lose Janice? And then after this, we'll get back to the auction. But you know what's about to come up at the top of the hour?
Belle's Bargain Bonanza.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Janice.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and set up for the $1
She,
specials while we look for
okay, she'd
Janice.
like the $3 one.
$3. Okay, let me show the next one. Here is the next one. It is a butterfly with crystals and pearls.
That's a beautiful one.
Thank you. Very elegant, very sophisticated, would go with anything or look great pinned onto anything or even in a frame. Okay, what did
So
Janice decide to buy or
buy or
decline?
pass, Janice. She would like to pass.
Okay. All right, next for our $1 round, I have gel clings. These first ones say hop, and they've got some bunnies, they've got some carrots, some eggs, some chicks. That's going to be the first opportunity. Next, there used to be something called paper dolls. When my mom was a little girl, she used to
Yeah.
talk about them all the time. And this is like paper dolls, but it's with bunnies and they're made out of clings. So here's the bunny body, and look at all these clothes.
Oh, how
And then here's
cute.
another bunny and more clothes. So there's both clothes for a boy bunny and clothes for a girl bunny.
That's cute.
Then next, this one says, Hello, Spring. And these gorgeous spring colors. That one back here. Oops. A glare. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay. So $3 for choice on the planes. Oh, I'm sorry, $1 for choice. Sorry. $1. Think about something else.
Those paper doll ones are just so cute.
Thank you. And these don't just stick to house windows, they stick to car
Yeah.
windows. Think what a fun activity it would be for a kid sitting in the back seat on the long drive to grandma's to be playing and rearranging the various outfits and the combinations and um, of the bunnies as they're going down the road because they stick to the car windows just like they stick to house windows.
Rainbows in for one,
A rainbow sin.
going once, going twice. Fair warning. Sold to rainbow. Sure like both bunnies, please.
Okay. All right. Here's the hop bunny. And here's the paper doll bunny. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else? I've got more hop and I've got think spring. I really think that this is the most universal one because, spring lasts for a lot longer than Easter.
Yeah. Use that one for a lot longer, yeah.
And such pretty dainty colors. Be great for if you have a glass door or the windows going out to
Mm-hmm.
your entryway. Okay, well, we're going to put these away. They'll be available for those watching the replay. Okay, next I've got two beautiful necklaces. These are glass. These are glass. I know they kind of look like amber, but they are just super clear. They're not amber, but look at these beautiful twisty necklaces, kind of a waterfall necklace on these. So I'm going to start these out at $6. $6. Okay, last call on these. All right. Next, these these necklaces are also going to be $6 for choice. First, we have a cat, and the cat, I don't know if y'all can hear it, has a little bell. And then next to it, we have a dolphin with a beautiful stone, but the dolphin has a secret.
Hmm. What could that be?
The secret is that it's double
Oh, look at
sided.
that.
Usually, one side is flat, but there's a stone on each side. There's the eyes and the markings
How
on this
cute.
side. And once again, a stone, the eyes, the markings. So fully double-sided.
Very cute.
$6 for choice for our animal lovers.
Those are both so
And these
cute.
have lobster claw clasps. They have long extenders. I just always put necklaces in the shortest place in order to get them to fit on my mannequins.
They're so cute.
So that's why you'll always see a long extender. Okay, we're going to pass on those. Okay, next, let's see if there's any Mickey Mouse fans. Here is a lovely wristlet. I'm going to start this at $6. Look at this beautiful Mickey Mouse motif. So it's almost like Mickey's doing a little dance or a little jig. It's beautiful on both sides. Let me open it up so you can see the inside, which is aligned. It always peeves me when wristlets or makeup bags aren't lined, but this one is totally nice enough,
Yeah.
not just to be a makeup bag, but to take to the store, to the bank, to wherever you're going. It doesn't have to be a theme park. You can be a Mickey Mouse fan even as an adult. And some people even collect Mickey.
That's a great price too for a Mickey Mouse.
Yep, if you were buying this at Walt Disney World or
Ooh.
Land, this would be probably $20. I don't think you could find it for 10.
Mm-hmm.
It's brand new. Okay, we're going to pass on that. I have a feeling that's the kind of thing that's going to sell on the replay. Just we have so few people here tonight, but there's so many other events and auctions going on. Next, I have cheesecloth. And I'm not a cook or a baker, so I don't know much about it, but I see them using it in the pictures. So I'm going to start this at $3. And here's some more information about it. Perfect for the kitchen, home, and more. Used to strain your favorite soups and sauces. Can also be used for forming bouquet garni and pates. Also great for cleaning and applying waxes and polishes. So $3 for this big package of
Who
cheesecloth.
knew? I didn't know all of that.
Very multi-purpose.
Definitely.
Okay, last call on these then. Okay, next $3 for choice. I've got some health and beauty products. We're going to start with some kids' body washes. Baby shark, doo, 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 baby shark. Yeah. It's ocean berry scented. So sometimes when a body wash has a cute character and a super delicious scent, it's going to make kids want to bathe or shower more. So this is the first choice. Now I won't tell if y'all want to use it for you because as adults, don't we just like a good scent? We may not care if it's baby shark or in this case, Spider Man. Spider Man. This one is watermelon scented.
Oh,
You know, I take a bath with candles, so I can't even tell you who's on my body wash. I just know what scent it is. So if these don't sell, I'll tell you, I have no shame in using these just for me. Here's the next one. This is Paw Patrol. And this one is possum berry scented. Possum berry scented. And the last one is PJ masks. And this one is blasting berry scented. So there are your four options. These are all the big 8-ounce bottles. So here's my ruler so that y'all can see. These are the big bottles.
rainbow's in for three.
Okay, great. Anybody want to bid it up? They're all one and dones, by the way.
Going once, going twice. Fair warning. Sold to Rainbow. Congratulations. She would like the clean sweep.
Oh, she pulled a Lori. Okay. And these all come in Ziploc baggings for the trip. Okay, next $3 for choice again. Let's see what else I have. This one is an LOL 3-in-1 shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. Oh, wait, there's a surprise on the back. Oh, and this one's 14 ounces. Now, apparently you peel here.
Oh,
I'm not going to peel. That we'll let that be for whoever gets it. So that's the first one. Next one is a zest with 25% more. This one is intensely fresh. 2-in-1, and this is for hair and body wash. Exhilarating fresh scent. Now, I've got to warn you, the next one has a little bit of a break here, but it's not actually broken on the cap, just the side part, if that makes sense. This is Coast Essentials Emerald Burst All Day Refreshing Body Wash. Wait, wait. Okay, next options are this is a body mist. It is Cozy Cabins Fragrance Mist. This smells like vanilla and sandalwood. Also, in the fragrance mist, I have Frosted Apple, and it smells like apple and cranberry.
Teresa's in for 3.
Fantastic. Oops, just my camera. So this one is 14 ounces, 15.2, 12, and these are each 8.
Going once. Going twice. Fair warning.
I have multiples of this one and this one, the 2 fragrance mists.
So to Teresa, congratulations. Which one are ones you want? And how many? The Zest and the Coast.
Okay, great choices. Okay, anybody else? Hey, Rainbow, with the hair shaved on this side and the hair on this side, if this were blonde instead of pink, who would that remind you of? Oh, it's an inside joke, but Rainbow knows who I mean. Okay, next, we're still going to stay at the $3 price point. Let me show you what else I have. I've got a White Rain bonus, 25% free for men. This one is Sport. It's a body wash, and this one is Ocean Waves. Oh,
Hi,
yes, Dog
Maritza.
Stories is still available. Hi, Maritza. Here's Dog Stories. I think Maritza may be watching multiple auctions, so
Mm-hmm.
she must be going back to the things she missed. I'm so glad she found Dog Stories. Okay, just let her know that you've added that to her
I
list.
did.
Okay, so White Rain for Men Body Wash in Cool Ocean Wave. That's the first choice. Okay, next choice Suave Kids 3-in-1 Silly Apple. Now, I'm not sure why the apple is silly, but it is dermatologist tested and tear free. It's a shampoo, a conditioner, and a body wash, and this is a huge 18-ounce container. Next, I've got a Head and Shoulders for men. It's both a dandruff shampoo and conditioner, but it's got the Old Spice Swagger. Now, if you're not familiar with Swagger, it's not the Old Spice. The Old Spice Swagger is the new scent that came out, oh, I don't know, a few years or so ago. All right. Next, we've got a Suave Coconut Infusion Damage Repair Quench Lock for hydrated, healthy looking hair shampoo. And it's cruelty free. All right, let's see if there's any interest in this lineup. Looking for $3 for the White Rain 25% free bonus, the Suave Kids 3-in-1 apple scented, the Head and Shoulders for Men with the Old Spice Swagger, and Suave Coconut Oil Infusion Damage Repair Shampoo. Okay, last call on these then. Okay, next we're going to go to $4.
Hey, Nancy.
$4. Hi, Nancy. We've been missing you, sweetheart. Okay, $4. I've got some facial cleaner. First, we have oil free foaming acne wash facial scrub. And this has tea tree oil and salicylic acid, 2%. Next, we've got a skin refreshing apricot scrub. It's invigorating. It's oil free, sulfate free, gently exfoliates to smooth, healthier looking skin. Oh, and look, this is going to be funny to those of y'all watching. It compares to the St. Ives apricot scrub, but lo and behold, what am I offering? Also, the name brand, St. Ives soft skin scrub, avocado, and honey. But that is a bigger bottle. So, and you'll see this one is paraben free, dermatologist tested, cruelty free. It instantly exfoliates and hydrates to leave skin smooth. So those are your choices. Okay, any interest?
Teresa's in for 4.
Okay, fantastic. Oh, you know what? I had one other. Let me go ahead and add it. This is Clean and Clear Deep Action Exfoliating Scrub, oil free, made by Johnson and Johnson. So I'm going to add that one too.
All righty.
Sorry, I forgot it. Sorry. I was grabbing tubes for the next round, and I'm like, oh wait, this was another skin cleanser. Oops, oops.
So to Teresa, congratulations. She would like the St. Ives, please.
Okay, fantastic. Anybody else? Oh, how many did she want? I have two available. See, I have two available.
Teresa,
Did she want
would
one
you
or
like
both?
one or both? And while we're waiting, Rainbow would like the clean and clear.
Okay. Sold, sold, sold. That one's the one and done.
Just one for Teresa.
Okay, here's her one. Anybody else? Okay, last call on these. All right, next $3 for choice. I've got a Japanese cherry blossom scented moisturizing body lotion, 8 ounces. Then I have a cashmere radiance. This one's a hand and body lotion, softens for hands and body. Next, by Skin Milk, I've got a shower gel, and this one is a soft vanilla cream scent. This is not the same, but it's going to be the same price. I've got a zero alcohol act anti cavity, helps prevent cavities, strengthens teeth, freshens breath. That one's 16 ounces. I have a Tresemme Extra Hold touchable finishing 24-hour fizz control hairspray. So 5 great choices. Any interest? Just $3.
Rainbow's in for 3.
Okay, fantastic.
Going once. Going twice. Fair warning. So to Rainbow, she would like the act and the milk.
Okay. All right. Anybody else? Okay. Last call on these. Okay, next round is going to have to be $5, but look how big and how fancy these products are. First, I've got a special diabetics skin soothing lotion. This one is fragrance free. It compares to the Gold Bond. It moisturizes, hydrates, and relieves dry skin. It is non greasy. So, if you have somebody who is specifically diabetic, next, for my St. Ives fans, I've got St. Ives Intensive Healing Advanced Moisturizer. It is unscented and hypoallergenic, severe dry skin relief for sensitive skin, unscented, hypoallergenic, and sensitive skin. And last but not least, we've got some of this expensive Aveeno Baby. This is recommended by pediatricians and dermatologists or people just with baby skin. It doesn't have to be for a baby. They're not going to come get you if you use it as an adult. It's got coconut oil and shea butter with prebiotic oat and deeply moisturizes sensitive skin for 24 hours. Okay, looking for $5 for these fancy intensive specialty lotions. And y'all don't forget to click the thumbs up. That helps me ever so much.
I bought Tyler one of the diabetic skin smoothing lotions, and it really works well.
I am so glad to hear that testimonial. So sorry that he has a need for it, but I'm
Yeah.
so glad to know how well it works. Okay, last call on these. Okay, now I want to do the really big sizes. So if you're a person
Nancy's in
who
for
would
five.
rather get more for, I'm sorry.
Nancy's in for five.
Okay, let me put these back. I was about to go for the bulk ones. We'll do that after. Because, some people prefer to go for name brand, some people prefer to go for the bulk size.
Right.
And I try to have both.
Going once. Hey,
Kathy,
Kathy
so
D.
great to see you.
Yeah, glad you're here. Going twice. Fair warning. And then we need to do a Bell's bonus buy too
Oh,
with
that's
Nancy.
right. We'll have to see which price point she wants. And you may have to re explain that to
Right.
her, unless it's obvious by my pinned comment, but I'm not sure it is.
Sold to Nancy. Congratulations. Which one of ones would you like? The Aveeno baby. One,
So, what,
please.
okay. So, what we're doing tonight is every time there is a $5 purchase or more, we're offering the person who bought that purchase an opportunity for a bonus buy. Now, you can choose a bonus that would be $1, a bonus that would be $3, or a bonus that would be $5. So, some of the examples from earlier in the show is at the $5 level. I took a fancy $10 Betsy Johnson necklace and let the winner buy it for only $5. At the $3 level, I showed some beautiful brooches, which were $7, $8 the other night. I cut the price down to $3. And at the $1 price, I don't know anybody's bought the $1 price yet. But you'll just have to see what I offer. So it'll be an item that's, worth $2, $3. So these are always cutthroat prices that I would never sell at this price. But as a bonus for somebody who spent $5 or more, I am slashing the price to below what I would ever reduce it at auction. Does that make sense?
And Nancy, you have the option of buying it or passing once you see it.
Right.
You don't have to purchase it.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to see it?
But if she doesn't even want to look at it, she doesn't have
That's
to.
okay.
Most people are at least curious to see what it would be. But we can just go on. That's fine. That won't hurt my feelings. Because after all, I got stuff to sell for full price. Well, full auction price. Okay. Well, for the next auction offerings, I want to do some big bulk size items. We're going to start these rainbow at $4. So let me show you what I have. I've got this mammoth, um, 28
Holy
ounces
cow.
of Suave Men Deep Clean. Um, this is an anti dandruff shampoo. It has the scent of mint. So just look how big this is. It is huge, 28 ounces. Next, I have this huge lavender body wash. This one is 32 ounces. All right, next, I have a foaming bath with Epsom salts. It has essential oils. It helps you relax your body. It's free from parabens, phthalates, and formaldehyde. It is eucalyptus and spearmint scented, and it compares to Dr. Teal's. Oh, and this one is a huge 34
Wow.
ounces. So those are the biggest and heaviest, the most for your money. So if you're looking for a bargain, sometimes it is in the ounces. Oh, I should have showed this before. I'm going to throw it up, even though it doesn't really go with these. I should have showed this with the name brand products. I have O'Keeffe's Clinical Body Skin Repair Body Lotion. It is 48 hours guaranteed relief. Now, this is not a big size. It's the 3 ounce size. You're paying for the brand. So I'll add this on as a choice for $4. So, but I want you to see it's small because it's name brand. But it just happens to be the same $4. Okay, last call on these then. All right, well, let me clear these away.
Rainbow's in for 4.
Oh, oops.
Going once.
Okay.
Going
Bring these
twice.
back.
Fair warning. Sold to Rainbow. Congratulations. She would like the O'Keefe's.
Okay. I have several. How many would you like? All the rest are one and done, but I have several of the O'Keefe's.
Rainbow.
Anybody interested in any of the others?
Rainbow, would you like more than one or just one?
I'm going to go ahead and clear these off while she's considering the quantity.
Just one.
Okay. If anybody else wants one, let us know. We've still got some. Okay, next, $2. I've got this super cute little sign. It says, "Caution, crazy cat lady lives here." So this is a wood sign. Hi, Connie.
Hey, Connie.
So looking for $2. Imagine seeing this before you ever ring the doorbell. This is just sitting in the windowsill. And maybe the cat also sits in the windowsill. So you see the cat and the little sign that says, "Crazy cat lady," before you ever ring the doorbell or deliver what you're there to deliver or to pick up or whatever.
That's cute.
So $2. But I mean, this would also be cute on a bookcase or a desk as well. But I could just imagine seeing this in the windowsill, maybe next to the cat.
Janice is in for 2.
Okay, thank you. We can count this
Going
down.
once. Going twice. Fair warning. Sold to Janice. Congratulations.
Okay, next I have a craft item. You get this huge roll of tape. And on the back, it says that it's a mounting supply. And here's all the model and the width. Let me open it up. You might be able to see it better like this. Oh, here's the picture of how it works. See how it looks red on the outside? Red is just the cover you pull off. It's actually clear. So this red is not the way it's going to look. Does that make sense, Laura?
Yes.
Okay, this is going to start at $3. Look how much you get, though. I love that it's double sided.
Connie says, be back later, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And Belle, good luck with your sales.
Oh, thank you so much, Connie. I appreciate you. Okay, anybody for this double-sided mounting tape? It's a really big roll. Okay, last call on this one. Any interest? All right, well, I will put this back in the little bag it came in then. Okay, next, how about some hair accessories? This is a set of three headbands, and there's Minnie Mouse, another Minnie, and
Oh, how
another
cute.
Minnie in three different colors. You've got magenta, blue, and silver, and it's all one set. $5 starting bid for the whole set.
How cute. What little girl wouldn't like
So
that?
between silver, blue, and pink, these are going to go with everything. All right, any Minnie Mouse fans out there? This would be so cute for a little girl's birthday or even for Easter because you're getting an entire three pack. All right, we're going to pass. All right. Also, for $5, I've got some men's wallets. These are new and sealed. Here is one that has already been opened. Look at the beautiful black pebbled texture. But these are just going to be $5. They're not name brand, but they are new. They are sealed. You got all your credit card slots. You have your ID slot, and you've got a slot here and a slot here. So maybe one's for your cash, one's for your receipts. I love that there are two slots for your long way, and then you've got your credit card and your ID. So $5. And I do have them still new and wrapped. I just wanted to open one to show y'all how nice they are. Great gift for Father's Day or for a man's birthday. Men tend to get their wallets so torn up, just going in and out of their pocket, in and out, in and out, in and out. So a lot of times their wallets get all scuffed up just from wearing denim or other really harsh fabrics. Okay, last call on these then. All right, how about a craft item? $3 for choice. These are by Crayola. I've got a dog or a bee. And you get the paintbrush, you get 4 pots of paint. These are sun
Oh,
catchers.
cute.
And with all of the scorching sun we have been having, I tell you, it would be nice outside if it were just, 80 degrees without the sun. But I tell you, with the scorching sun, it just makes it feel so much hotter than 80, 85, 87, whatever it's been.
Yeah, you're
It
right.
just wouldn't feel so hot if the sun wasn't scorching so much.
Those are cute.
So looking for $3. And this could absolutely be done by an adult or even a senior adult. There's no reason this has to be by a kid. Okay, well, last call on these. Okay, $3 for choice, and it's going to be for a choice of hair accessories. First, we have this cute set of, at the top, you get 2 hearts. You get a pink one and a blue one. Then look at all these ponytail holders. That's going to be the first choice. Second choice, I've got claw clips in 3 different colors. Here's some more claw clips in 3 different colors. I have this entire sack of all of these little ponytail holders in lots of pastel colors. So I'm going to add that as a choice. I've got this cute little set where you're going to get a keychain, you're going to get a little button, you've got hair accessories, a sticker, and it all comes in this
How
cute little
cute.
organza pouch. $3 for choice. I'm also going to add this set of 3 headbands. So you're going to get one that's brown, one that's black, and one that's kind of a golden with little lines on it. I'll add that as a choice. Any interest? Okay, last call on these. All right. All right, next, $5 for choice. You're going to get a set of 4 bow headbands. So you're going to get pink and magenta. Then over here, you're going to get all of these colors of the rainbow and blue. Hopefully y'all can kind of see. They all kind of stack up on top of each other. Or in this one, you're going to get white and blush pink. Then here is kind of a mermaid motif with lots of colors. And then here is one that is lavender. So for $5, you just pick your set of colors. Any interest? All right, we're going to pass. Next, $2 for choice. I have bobby pins. Look at all those bobby pins. I have a headband with a big flower on it. Here's another headband with layers of organza flower. Here is a 15 pack of ponytail holders. Here is a adult size headband, and you'll see it's stretchy. Okay, any interest? There any things y'all would still like to see? Okay, let me move this. Next, we're still going to do $2, but totally different things here. The first option is going to be this unicorn sprinkling dust. And look how pretty it is.
Look how
It's got
sparkly.
little It's sparkly, but it's also got gold dust flakes in
How
it.
pretty is that?
Then next, have you ever had the problem, Laurie, when you have bar soap that it just sits in a puddle?
Yes.
Well, I've got the solution. This will stick on to your sink, and this will let the soap drain so back into the
Oh, how
sink
cool.
so that it's not sitting in water. So that's going to be the next choice for $2. Next, I have this cute little canister of these pretty little soaps. So, looking for $2. Well, Laurie, I think even though we've had kind of low views tonight, that it's still been so much fun.
It
So
has.
our core audience was here, and then we finally got to meet Valerie, which was super fun. Rainbow did a great job in the chat,
As
as always.
always.
And you were great at hosting, and I appreciate your special announcement, and we're going to cherish these last few broadcasts from you. So we're going to end it here, and we'll be back on Monday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And Jane will be running the chat. And what do we say?
Laissez les bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Good night.